2000s. I got homies that can sleep without.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete to
a good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
complete to
Henry Ruggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off.
Trubisky.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Broncos.
Here's a give to Lindsay. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Kill, turn it up. Kill, turn it up. He's coming.
On first down, Lindsay, he's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Trubisky to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D. Shit. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Lock in. They're going to need some therapy after this. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On second down, Jacobs. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him back.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. He wants it all for the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On down.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
14-yard line.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Malik Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Carlson on for the
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken.
On the tackle.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll find Lindsey here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Trubisky. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
3rd down.
Tua to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's hit, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Goes 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
I can't believe they even let you play. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hold the look, hold. Wide, give it up.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. They give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On three. Motion. Check three. Ran. Under.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tua now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go again with Lindsay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Tua now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Tua going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
For Henry Ruggs, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways.